Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixie Land. My name's Amy. I'm an ordained minister, and we are in Bible study. We are in the NIV. We are in the book of Chronicles, and we are in chapter 2. Preparations for building the temple. Solomon gave orders to build the temple for the name of the Lord, and a royal palace for himself. He conscripted 70,000 men as carriers and 80,000 men as stonecutters. Conscripted, not giving them a choice. It's like the draft. Conscripted. In the hills, and 3,600 as foremen over them. Solomon sent this message to Hiram, king of Tyre. Hiram's got a footnote of F. That is... It is some sort of variant of Hiram, whatever the actual word they put there is, because it's spelled exactly the same way in the footnote. Send me cedar logs, as you did for my father David, when you sent him cedar to build a palace to live in. Now I am about to build a temple for the name of the Lord my God, and to dedicate it to him for burnt fragrant incense before him, for setting out the consecrated bread regularly, and for making burnt offerings every morning and evening, and on the Sabbaths and new moons, at the appointed feasts of our Lord our God. This is a lasting ordinance for Israel. So basically that altar is supposed to be burning all the time. The temple I am going to build will be great, because our God is greater than other gods. But who is able to build a temple for him, since the heavens, even the highest heavens, cannot contain him? Who am I to build a temple for him except as a place to burn sacrifices before him? Send me, therefore, a skilled man to work in gold and silver, bronze and iron, and in purple, crimson, and blue yarn, and experience in the art of engraving, to work in Judah and Jerusalem with my skilled craftsmen, whom my father David provided. Send me also cedar and pine and algum, A-L-G-U-M. That's got a footnote. That is, it's possibly juniper. Almug, A-L-M-U-G. So possibly juniper. Logs from Lebanon, for I know your men are skilled at cutting timber there. My men will work with yours to provide me with plenty of lumber, because the temple I build will be large and magnificent. I will give your servants, the woodsmen who cut the timber, 20,000 cores. That is probably 125,000 bushels, or 4,400 kilograms of ground wheat, 20,000 cores of barley, 20,000 baths. I'm going to footnote a B. That is probably about 115,000 gallons, or about 440 kiloliters of wine, and 20,000 baths of olive oil. Wow. Hiram, king of Tyre, replied by letter to Solomon, because the Lord loves his people, he has made you their king. And Hiram added, Praise be to the Lord, the God of Israel, who made the heaven and earth. He has given King David a wise son, endowed him with intelligence and discernment, who will build a temple for the Lord and a palace for himself. I am sending you Huram Abi, Huram-Abi, a man of great skill, whose mother was from Dan, and whose father was from Tyre. So a Jew. He is trained to work in gold and silver, or I should say, an Israelite, bronze and iron, stone and wood, and with purple and blue and crimson yarn and fine linen. He is experienced in all kinds of engraving and can execute any design you give to him. He will work with your craftsmen and with those of my lord David your father. Now let my lord send his servants the wheat and barley and the olive oil and wine he promised, and we will cut all the logs from Lebanon that you need. We'll float them by rafts down the sea to Joppa. You can take them up to Jerusalem. Solomon took a census of all the aliens who were in Israel After the census his father David had taken, they were found to be 153,600 people. He assigned 70,000 of them to be carriers, 80,000 to be stone cutters in the hills, and 36,000 foremen over them to keep the people working. So he found a purpose for the populace, and as long as he was paying them, feeding them, and all that stuff, then it's not really much different than what FDR did in, the New Deal. And if that is like, what are you talking about? Then you should Google that, FDR and the New Deal. And then you'll have some context. If you want to find out about Solomon building the temple, you're going to need to come back for the next video, friends.